It's my birthday in a few days, and I'm turning 29 years old. Everything that's happening now feels like it has been in the works for a long time. I am getting ready to go to the south of France for the first time to enjoy some sun in October. This is not always common. I am a fall baby and I have embraced it. I love it. But this year I thought it would be cool to do something out of the ordinary, to push myself in a new environment. When it's my birthday, I love to travel to a different place. I think this is one of the best perspective shifts that you can give yourself. And sometimes when I was living in America, it was going to a different state, typically for an event or concert. And now I'm having the opportunity to do it just because. I packed everything here, as you can see, and I brought my favorite weighted band so I can do some workouts in Nice. A year ago, this time, my partner and I broke up, and it was pretty devastating, but it really changed the trajectory of my life. I rely on being a complementary role in the relationships that I'm in, and I think that is a wonderful attribute to have. I think it's necessary to complement the people that you're around, and I am so grateful that I have this temperament. But I was not nurturing myself in the way that I needed to. And that transpired, it fell apart, and when it did, I turned to the gym to give me a new sense of self. So that journey has been so different for me. I was in the military for several years. I completed a contract. I never had a military temperament. I had the discipline, I had the ability to stay in my place. But the role that you need to play in this kind of environment never really sat well with me. So I was always at odds with the demands of the profession. It wasn't until this year, post breakup, me finding myself in the gym, physically getting stronger, mentally getting stronger, that I began seeing the ways in which I had closed myself off to life. I need to backtrack a bit and explain how I got to this point. Initially, I was an art student with a wanderlust for life, who had never been anywhere in his childhood, other than a few family trips. I want to say maybe 3 or 4 that we had outside of the state. And because of that, I had a desire within myself, a curiosity to explore the world. And I remember sitting down with my high school counselor, having a one-on-one about how I wanted to go in my car, which I had in the car at the time. I wanted to go in a car and record different aspects of the United States. This was my dream. Fast forward 10 years later, I made that dream happen, and at the very end, or halfway through, I decided that I wanted to move to Europe for a couple of years to experience life abroad. Fast forward another 2 years, so now it's 12 years since that adolescent boy was having this conversation with his counselor. I am living in Paris with my boyfriend, and we are going to Nice for a birthday trip. So, the way that I think, it's always forward, it's always the next thing. But if I look back for a second and realize at how much I have pursued this direction, just from thinking it unwaveringly, it was never an option of whether I was going to do it or not. I was fully committed to being the person that I wanted to be. In high school, I was scared of coming out. I was scared of being judged, of people not liking me. I think so much of my younger years was really characterized by this fear. And this is the fear that I want to address for the next year. And even currently, I started reading a new book, How to Break the Habit of Being Yourself. And little by little, I can see the ways in which I am dismantling my old framework. Therapy is helping, working out is helping, taking accountability of my actions is helping, mindfulness exercises, being aware of how my actions affect other people. These are things that I took notice of, but I never took stock into. And I think it's not until you take responsibility for who you are that your life can begin to change. So I'm sitting here now with new goals about how I want to shape my body, how I want to shape my life, how I want to shape my business. And I'm looking forward to that next chapter. And that next chapter seems so far away. But as I'm coming upon my birthday the next few days, my Libra birthday, I am reminded of the young boy that I was reaching for this position in life. I'm happy to have experienced life inside the many facets that I was involved in. I'm grateful for the person that I shaped into, and I am so looking forward into sculpting myself into a more intentional version of myself. And I want to share some of that with you. I want to share my travels, my workouts, and who I am trying to become. So I hope you will join me on this journey, this experiment of self, and I cannot wait to see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. And if you are a Libra born in this month, born in the month of late September, happy birthday to you.